a part of all you earned is yours to keep. Welcome to the Parking University, my friend. All right, so let's discuss this small book, The Richest Man in Babylon, my friend. It's a very, we have a lot of wisdom on this book. The price of this book is just like not really, it's just really cheap. And what inside in this book is worth more than its price. I think there are millions, at least 2 million sold on this book, and it's just like this is the principles that been used by the old centuries ago by the Babylonians. Okay, it's there's a lot of wisdom that we can learn here, my friend. All right, so let's discuss. All right, so there are two friends, my friend. It's about the story of these two friends. The name of this friend is Banser. Banser is a chariot maker. Okay, so in Babylon, in a long time ago, Babylon was known that it's one of the richest city in the world because of the people living there. Okay, so there are a lot of riches on that city, and we will discuss why this city become the richest city in the world. Okay, so these two friends, I was talking. One of these Banser, his name is Banser. He is the chariot maker. Chariot maker is like he's very skilled. He make a chariot for the richest man in Babylon. It's a very shiny. He's been doing that for a very long time. Now he questioned one night. He questioned that how come uh my purse. Okay, so during those time their currency is using silver and gold. Okay, so that's what they are. We didn't have yet the money. They didn't print this money yet, so they are using the gold or a silver as their currency. So he wondered one day that why my purse, I don't have enough gold or silver or copper, why it's empty. I am a very skilled person. I made this chariot for the one of this richest man in Babylon, but for some reason, how come I don't have money? Okay, he says to himself that I work hard as well. I work hard same as these people that I see that become wealthy. Why? This is the question on his mind now. Okay, so some of our point, my friend, that some of our point of our life that we could recall that being regular is okay. There is nothing wrong being regular. Okay, so just working for something, just having enough, there is nothing wrong with that. But sometimes there is a wake up call in us, or sometimes there is something that boiling inside us that we really want something. We really want more. Just like Banser. Banser is a chariot maker. He made good money, but for some reason he just seems don't have enough, and he wonder, he questioned his self at this moment. What happened to me? Why I'm not able to collect gold, silver, or copper, where I am a very skilled person and I work hard as others as well. All right, here comes his friend Kubi. Okay, Kubi is the great musician, my friend. I think he's a liar. What do you call that? Something like he's a great musician. So he plays the one of the best music. He plays to the richest man of the Babylon as well. Okay, so he says when they were talking with Banser, the chariot maker, he says that I wonder as well what happened to me. I have the most talent here. I could say I've been working this talent since I was little, and until now I master this talent. I play my skills, my talent. I show this to the richest man on Babylon. But for some reason, how come I don't have, my purse is not fat? Okay, so it's like empty purse. So these two friends question, how come? They came into their mind that there is they have one friend, my friend. Okay, they have another friend named Arcad. Arcad is one of the richest man of the Babylon. Okay, he become the richest man of the Babylon. So, do you wonder these two friends? They says that Bansir, the chariot maker, and Kubi, the liar, the liar's player, the musician. We call it the musician. Okay, so um, um, and Arcad, this Bansir and Kubi questioned why Arcad become the richest man in Babylon, where they study at the same masters. They study at the same masters, and during their study, my friend, Arcad is never been wiser or never been smarter than them. Okay, they grow at the same environment. Okay, Arcad as well is never inherited something during their time. They study the same. They are a good citizens. They are both good citizens. They are not bad citizens. Banser and Kobe, they are not bad citizens, and they work harder as well. They did not see that they work less harder than Arcad. They study the same. They are in the same environment. They have the same philosophy. When they were little, they don't they work hard the same, but for some reason, why Arcad become the richest man in Babylon? So now they question themselves, what happened? There is something with Arcad, why he become richest man of Babylon, and us, Banser and Kobe, we don't have enough. We just have enough for our food, and we cannot even buy the best food or clothes or homes that we want to. All right, so one day they decide that they would like to talk to Arcad. All right, they gather their friends, their old childhood friends. They would like to talk to Arcad. They would like to ask Arcad, what did you do? Why on earth you become the richest man of Babylon? You don't have much education like uh, uh, us. Okay, they study the same masters. We are same good citizens. Okay, and they both as well they both raised in the same area, location, and they are working hard as Arcad. All right, so they decide we need to talk to this Arcad because Arcad should have something that he knows that we don't. Why? For some reason, every team seems equal, and Arcad never get ahead about intelligent, about hardworking, about anything. But for some reason, what the heck with going on? Why Arcad figure out in life and he become the richest man of Babylon, and we, them, they suffer and they don't have much gold on their purse. All right, so they went to Arcad, my friend. All right, so long the story short, they gather few friends, and they went to Arcad. Okay, so the question Arcad, what happened? If you don't mind, if you can share your wisdom with us, we would like to know because as we don't see you that you are smarter than us. We are the same good citizen, and we work hard as you do. But how come you become wealthy and we don't? All right, Arcad says, my friend, that there is a law of wealth that govern how to become wealthy. Okay, so if you don't know this law, you might don't know this law. If your purse is still empty, you might don't know this law, or you might not observe this law. Okay, so you might be blinding that there is a law that govern how to become wealthy. All right, so Arcad says that. Okay, so there is a saying that Arcad says, a part of all you earned is yours to keep. Wow. Arcad says that we are the same. I started. Arcad was a clay. What do you call this? A clay maker. So last time, they don't have pen and paper, so they just put a clay, and they will write those laws, any testaments or any notes that you have. They will carve it in a clay. So he is he do that clay and anything that he that testament or laws, he will do that. So that's the job that he have initially. So Arcad says that, all right, so listen, my friends. So this law, right? If if your purse is still empty, you might not observing this law, or you might not able not knowing this law. All right. So he's giving an example, my friend. So this, a part of all you earned is yours to keep. Arcad says that when you have $1, okay, you only spend 90 cents. 10% of that one you will put to your wallet. So if you have 10 copper, 10 gold, only 9 will be spent and 1 will be left like untouched. That's it, because we will adjust. Okay, so whatever your salary, your income will become bigger, your expenses will become bigger as well. If your income is smaller, you will adjust, your expenses will become smaller, whatever it is. But if you don't keep this 1/10, my friend, as Arcad says, you might not able to observe this law. You might not able to this is the first thing that you need to do to accumulate, how to fatten your force with copper, gold, or silver. Wow, my friend. All right. So Arcad says this is an example. Okay, so if you have a basket of eggs, my friend, so every morning you put 10 eggs, okay, and in the afternoon you take out 9 eggs. Every day you do it, okay. So the next day you put another 10 eggs, and in the morning and in the afternoon you remove 9 eggs. The next day put 10 eggs, remove 9 eggs. What will happen over time? Wow, this analogy, my friend, is this example is a very eye opener. If we have a basket that we put eggs in the morning 10 and remove 9 in the afternoon, and we do that over time, one day, my friend, the basket will be overflowing with eggs. Okay, how hope you get it, because one morning you put 10, in the afternoon you remove only 9, so you have 1. The next day you put another 10, you remove another 9, you have 2 in that basket. And if you keep doing that every day, my friend, it will grow and the basket will overflow with eggs if you just repeat that. So that's the concept, the first law of Arcad mentioned, that a part of all you earned is yours to keep. Wow. And Arcad says that it should be at least 10%. Keep the 10%, and whatever it is, you will spend whatever it is, but that 10%, that will become your soldier in that purse, because once it will grow, that will become an encouragement or inspiration to your soul when you see that purse is already fattening, or it's clinging the gold. You can hear the sound of the gold. So that concept, my friend, that gold last time is equivalent to our currency today, money, paper money, or whatever it is, paper in the bank, my friend. Wow, my friend. So that's the first law. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. Arcad says this is a very simple. I didn't do extraordinary things. I am no greater than you. I am not smarter than you. We are the same, but I discipline myself to keep this 10% for me. If you can make it more, do it more. But at least 10% as the start. Keep it and make that discipline to keep that 10%. Okay? So that's the first one. All right? So we will discuss later what will be, because keeping that gold or silver coins with Arcad spores, it become flattening, my friend. So how How Arcad realized this. Okay, so let's tell the story how Arcad realized this. One day, my friend, Arcad, there is a tax. One of the richest, he knows one of the richest man in the Babylon when Arcad is there carving this clay. Okay, so this guy, I think Algamish. I think Algamish. Algamish is an old guy, one of the richest guy in the Babylon he knows. So Algamish asking Arcad to have to carve the ninth law in the clay. Okay, so Alchemist is known as a tax collector as well. Okay, so okay, on the next day, my friend, um, Arcad, when Alchemist came to Arcad, and Arcad did not able to finish. He was not able to finish because the law is very long, and apparently Alchemist wants that urgently. So Arcad says, "I'm sorry, Algamesh, I'm not able to finish your the one that you asked me to do, this ninth law, because it's too long. But I would give you a trade. Okay, tomorrow before the sun rise, I will finish this. Okay, your ninth law carved in the clay, but you need to promise me. You need to tell me how you accumulate wealth, why you become wealthy. Because at one point of time as well, my friend, Arcad realized there is something with inside with Arcad that's boiling, that he is not contented. Okay, so I said, being regular is fine. If you are contented, is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if something is boiling inside you, my friend, don't just keep that. You need to explore that. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't let that desire, don't let that power within you die within you, my friend. So Arcad says one day, I'm not going to, I need to do something. Okay, so I'm not comfortable with this life. I work hard all day long, but I'm not able to accumulate gold, copper, or silver. It's just enough for me. So Algamish, you need to tell me, what is your secret? How you accumulate wealth? Tomorrow before the sunrise, this is finished. All right. Algamish says, all right, my son, deal. I'll come back tomorrow morning. If that's finished, I'll let you know my story. All right, my friend. Long story short, Arcad didn't sleep the whole night, my friend. He hurt his back. He hurt his body and everything. He even closing his eyes, but he did not. He did not stop working that project that Arcad Algamesh asked him to do, because he really wants to know what is the secret of Algamesh, why he become rich. All right, he finished it, my friend. Long story, he finished it. On the morning, Algamesh went there, and Algamesh says that, how about my son? Did you finish? Yes, it's finished. But now you owe me. You need to tell me that what's your secret. Algamesh says, all right, my son. So there's something, my friend, that if you can find a mentors, okay, if you can find a mentors, you are very, be grateful with that one, my friend, because not everyone able to find a mentors. So Algamesh is something like a mentor, because Arcad wants to know what Algamesh was doing, and Algamesh is already walked the path. He become already the richest man, and he wants to become a rich man as well. So Algamesh is the perfect mentor. So without mentors, my friend, Arcad will not able to figure out how to get out on that, become just like laboring all day, carving on that clay. All right, so Algamesh says, all right, my son, since we have a deal, I will tell you, a part of all you earn is yours to keep. That's the first step that you need to do. Whatever it could be, you have a very small salary, whatever it is, just keep the 10%. If you can keep more, that's better. But 10%, do not touch it. Make it fat. Make it fat. And that will attract more once you have that. Alright, Arcad says, but I don't have enough. If I keep 10%, what I have right now is not even enough. What am I from the one that I'm getting, the gold, silver, copper that I'm getting from my job right now is not even enough to sustain my lifestyle, my bills and everything. Then Alchemist says, you need to discipline yourself. Even you have only one copper, one silver, 1/10 of the one, you need to keep that, because the importance here is not about how big you can keep, okay, but how you can discipline yourself, keeping 10% until it will become grow and become fat. The force is fat and it will sound with gold and silver, and once that's become your magnet, that will become the gold and silver will be magnet to those a path force. That's Alchemist says. Okay, so whatever it is, it could be very small amount, you will adjust. You need to adjust, because if you say there are people that high salary and lower salary, bigger family, smaller family, at the same time they have the same empty purse, or no coin, no gold, no silver and copper and gold, so it's the same. So even though you have a bigger income, if you don't discipline, it will disappear as well. So all right, Arcad says, I will do it. I will do it, sir. I am going to do as you advise. I'm going to keep 10%. A part of what I earned is mine to keep. All right, so it's a long story, my friend. After 1 year, my friend, um, um, Alchemist mentioned as well that once your pores will become fattening, you need to plant the seeds. Okay, you need to invest that, make gold work for you. All right, so Arcad, my friend, in his first year, okay, he got a friend, a bricklayer. Okay, he trusted his hard-earned money for a year to his friend to buy some jewelry, but that friend is a brick maker. Okay, so and one day when Alchemist returned, how are you, my son? How is it going? Your gold that you keep, a part of all you earn is yours to keep for a year. Arcad says, I already trusted that to my friend who is a brick maker, a bricks maker, bricks builder. It's a builder. It's a 3D, my friend. Doing building some bricks, houses, building, and he trusted that to buy some jewels. Algume says, I think, my son, you will learn this lesson. Your money that you invest will be gone, because you invest to someone buying a jewel, and the expertise of that guy is a bricks maker. Okay, so the point here, my friend, is if we need to seek advice, we need to seek advice to the person that really expert to that thing. Okay, so if we want to seek advice, how about what is about the moon, the stars, we will not ask about someone who is doing a bakery or something. We need to ask the astrologist, right? Or if we need to ask how to build a building, we don't ask a shoemaker. We need to ask civil engineers or architect. So Algume says that you should ask or put your money in trust to the person that expert to what he's doing. And then Alchemist left. And then it's really true, my friend. So all the money, hard-earned money from Arcad was gone, because his friend who is a bricks maker, he was being scammed. They thought that it's a jewel, a diamond jewel, but it's just like a glass, my friend. So he earned that. He have a very hard lesson, because he lost his 1 year 10% savings. But Arcad never. Alchemy says it's okay because you will learn. Okay, don't be discouraged. Everything that you have, you experience failure, is just a learning. Okay, it's not a discouragement. If you fail and discourage, you will not know how far you can go. Just keep going, because it's just a learning. Arcad did not discourage, my friend. He's still doing, because he have that habit now. The purpose of that, even how small your salary, if you still keep able to keep the 10%, is the habit and the discipline that you will build. So later on, you will not it's not difficult for you. So Arcad is not, since he's been doing that for a year, it's not difficult for him to do it again for another year. So this time, my friend, he trusted that to his friend who was a shield maker, and to buy some iron and metal, and every fortnight or every month, every 4 months, he gave them the rental. And when Algomes come back, "How are you, my friend? My son, how is it going?" He said that, I still keeping my 10%, and now I learned my hard lesson last time. I trusted my money, my gold, silver, to my friend, who is a expert in doing shield making, and do creating making some shields. And now the income is generating with me, and I buy some wines, cakes, and good, some anything that I can buy from the income that I have. And then Alchemy says, "My son, this is the nut. I will do not eat the children, the children of your something like, do not eat the children of your investment." Okay, because he invests that to something, and the return, he just bought that with leisures. So Alchemy says that, do not eat your children. That will become your children, right? So make an army first. Okay, so the interest that you earn from your friend who is a shield maker, do not buy that to anything like leisure. Okay, you need to invest that again, and invest it again until you have an army. And once you have an army, that's the interest there, you can already enjoy that. Like, that's, we call that today as a passive income, or what do you call this, an ongoing cash flow during this time. So the concept that mentioned there is from Algames, is you only spend once you have your children have children, and children have children have children, and then you have an army of children, then you can enjoy like indefinitely from there. Wow. So Arcad learned a lesson again, that when you invest with something, and the money, that the return of that investment, you don't need to eat that, because that's your children, and it will not produce another children. You don't buy that to something like anything for like a cars or anything that you want, because you need to make that more children and more children, that you have an army, then that's the time that you could enjoy. Wow, that's again, Arcad learned the lesson again. Okay, so from there he stopped buying foods from that rental. So from the rental of that shield maker, my friend, after talking to Algames, he started to put that to something else, something else. So that's the story, that how Arcad become so wealthy, my friend. starting only of the 10% fattening on his force. A part of all you earn is yours to keep, and you invest or trust the money and to something expert on the thing. And don't, it's better, there's a saying that it's better to have a slow growth revenue rather than a big risk. Okay, so if you just invest that, even though it's a small growth rather than a big risk that you might lose your money, it's better to go to the safe one. You don't need to be to to be blind or something like that shiny object that you think that your money will just grow or become quick rich, and the risk is just too high as well that it could vanish. Okay, so Alchemy says go, it's better to have a small income revenue, but it's safe. Wow, wow, my friend. So that's the lesson that we will learn from that richest man of Babylon. So this story is very long, my friend. So we will there are 7 cures of how to fattening the purse, my friend. If you have a lean purse, so Arcad mentioned this seven laws. All right, so we will discuss this on our next topic because it's very long. But the concept here, my friend, is this is a very old concept, principles that we could apply to our real life, my friend. Wow, hopefully we learned something today. The time is now wasted to this Sparking University, my friend. Close your eyes, open your arms, and not your legs, and this all be yours. Peace, love, good health, abundance, all the riches in the world. Boom, shakala.